In Immortals Fenyx Rising, the gods of Greek mythology have been defeated and cursed by the evil monster Typhon. It's up to humble soldier Fenyx to harness the power of the gods and stop the world from descending into chaos. Before soaring across the sky or descending into the underworld, here are 7 things to know about Immortals Fenyx Rising. After years of imprisonment under a mountain, Typhon has escaped and is seeking to destroy the gods who punished him. After a ferocious battle, he succeeds in causing them to lose their powers. The gods' only hope is a prophecy claiming Fenyx, a mortal hero, can restore their powers and defeat Typhon. Narrating the entire journey is King of the Gods Zeus and the Titan Prometheus, who bicker like an old married couple.
One of those evil parasites is about to save your royal ass.
My ass is safely lodged in the Aegean stables.
As the story unfolds, their commentary provides direction and assistance, as well as some entertaining context on Greek mythology.
Oh no, not one of your stories.
The Golden Isle is a diverse landscape filled with puzzles, monsters, collectibles, and secrets. It has 7 regions, each with its own corresponding god whose powers and personality influence the look and feel of the land. Aphrodite's Valley of Eternal Spring has lush and verdant hills, whereas Ares' land, the War Den, resembles a scorched battlefield littered with skeletons. In the centre is the Gates of Tartarus, ruled by Typhon, whose glowing face in the mountain constantly watches over Fenyx. Climb high structures like the statue of the Goddess of Love to get a better view of your surroundings, and use Farsight to scout out points of interest. Fenyx can get around the isle in a number of ways: taming and riding a mount, swooping and gliding with the wings of Daedalus, or climbing. Just be sure to watch the stamina bar to avoid falling like Icarus. Immortals has a robust character creator, so players can decide how they want their Fenyx to look. Options include body type, skin colour, voice,
Stop ripping my skin off, it tickles!
hair colour and style, face shape, and facial features like beards and scars. Additionally, Fenyx's looks can be altered at any point by visiting Aphrodite's beauty chair in the Hall of the Gods. Experiment with different combinations to create your one-of-a-kind warrior. Fenyx acquires the Sword of Achilles, the Axe of Atalanta, and the Bow of Odysseus early in the adventure. New weapons are unlocked as you progress, as well as armour and helmets, all of which boast their own unique style and stat benefits. Collect adamantine from glowing rocks to improve gear. Combining blue and purple adamantine upgrades armor and helmets, blue and red upgrades weapons, and yellow adamantine is needed to improve the maximum capacity of Apollo's arrows and the potion pouch. There are helpful ingredients too, such as pomegranates to restore health, blue mushrooms to restore stamina, Olympian figs to increase attack damage, and flower nectar to boost defense. Collect enough of each and they can be turned into a more powerful potion using a Cauldron of Circe. Use light sword attacks to chip away at an enemy's health, while heavy axe attacks fill up their stagger meter. Focus on staggering harder enemies and bosses to bring them down fast. Parrying incoming attacks also fills up an opponent's stagger meter, while giving Fenyx a window to counterattack. Perform a perfect dodge to slow down time and do even more damage. Use the bow and arrow to take out foes from afar, and harness the power of the gods to pummel enemies with unique abilities like Hephaestos' hammer, Athena's dash, and Ares' wrath. Once foes are on their last legs, launch them into the sky with a smashing home run. Drawing from Greek mythology, enemies range from classic monsters such as the Minotaur, Cyclopses, Harpies, and Gorgons, and new creations, like the Wrath of Achilles, a corrupted phantom of the legendary hero. The Hall of the Gods is located in the Valley of Eternal Spring, and serves as a hub where the gods will return after they've regained their powers. Dotted around the hall are stations which Fenyx can use for different purposes. Pop Charon coins into the River Styx cistern to upgrade skills and godly powers, channel Zeus's lightning and lift weights at the Bench of Zeus to increase stamina, upgrade weapons at the Forge of Hephaestos, and distill ambrosia at the Calyx of Athena to increase Fenyx's health bar. The Golden Isle is filled with tests of strength, skill, and dexterity that would challenge any Olympian. Glowing red rifts leading to the underworld scar the land, and each is a vault of Tartarus. Jump into Typhon's domain to discover a vault filled with puzzles and enemies Fenyx must overcome. At the end of each, Fenyx is rewarded with Zeus's lightning, a resource used to improve stamina at the Bench of Zeus. Every vault has a difficulty rating indicated by the number of Typhon's heads when you enter. Above ground, Fenyx can take part in Odysseus' challenge, using Apollo's arrows to fly through the holes in axes, the Navigation Challenge, which tests Fenyx's speed and agility as they race to a glowing beacon, the Lyre Challenge, involving memorizing and playing melodies, and lastly, the Fresco Challenge, a chance to channel your inner artist as you rearrange a scattered mural back to its original glory. With more action than the Iliad and more jokes than an Athenian comedy, Immortals Fenyx Rising is a quirky tour of Greek mythology.
This is honestly a lot.
Restore power to the gods and become a legend when Immortals Fenyx Rising launches on Stadia, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, and PC on December 3rd. For more on the game, stick with IGN.